Drake is dropping his new album For All the Dogs in 2 days actually. This Friday, October 6th is the release date. Today we're going to go over everything that you need to know about this album and generally all the info that we've been getting over the past months on this. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. We got to start with the total beginning. We'll skip all the little steps in between, but let's start with the book, the poetry book, Titles Ruin Everything, that Drake wrote together with Kenza Samir. And this was the starting point for everything because you could buy the book. As you'll know, I got 10 copies, but there was actually a domain for this book, the titlesruineverything.com. And when you went to that website, there was this banner that read, "I made an album to go with the book. They say they miss the old Drake. Girl, don't tempt me. For All the Dogs." So there we got the announcement that a new album called For All the Dogs would be coming. Now, this was apparently in combination with the book, so we all thought it was going to be dropping pretty soon after the book came out. That wasn't the case. There's been a couple of months in between. Nonetheless, though, we're getting a new Drake album. Obviously, that Girl Don't Tempt Me, They Want the Old Drake is a reference to fans saying they want the old Drake. Take care, nothing was the same Drake, all of that. But let's stay with the chronological order of when this was going to be released, because at some point we thought that this would be coming out August 25th. I think the Beeper app reposted that. We got a couple of hints here and there. That never happened. Well, then after that didn't happen, we actually got a cover art from Drake. He shared this cover art to his Instagram, which is this dog drawn by his son Adonis, which you might know. He's like 6 years old at this point. And this is going to be the cover art. Obviously, the discussion about Drake's cover arts again, is he actually putting any effort into that? Whatever, we got the cover art, which was a pretty good sign that something would be coming soon. And then a couple of weeks later, we actually got the release date. He shared a video of his father performing something at a bar, at a show, and then in the caption for that post, he said, "For All the Dogs, September 22nd. And so we kind of thought that September 22nd would be the date. Obviously, now it's past September 22nd, so that wasn't actually the release date, but still we thought that that was going to be it, which is kind of weird because at that time he would still be on the It's All a Blur tour together with 21 Savage. And we didn't really know, if you're looking at the shows, if he would drop the album while on tour, which would kind of be unfair to the people that go to the shows before he drops the album. So it was really weird surrounding that, and I made a lot of videos about that back when that was happening, and I said that I couldn't see him dropping it while on tour. It just wouldn't make sense. And then, magic, he actually delayed the album. He posted on his Instagram story the explanation for this. He said, "Okay, my dilemma I am faced with is I either cancel shows to finish the album, or I complete the mission and drop the album before the last show. I owe you all these memories we are building, and anywhere we have missed to date, we will be spinning back for sure. For All the Dogs, October 6th, it's only right." And so kind of like what I was saying, he would have to cancel shows to finish the album and for, to make it fair for everybody. So the album got delayed to October 6th, which is obviously in 2 days. So that's why we're here today talking about this. Let's talk about what we know about this album so far when it comes to the features, when it comes to the songs. First of all, obviously we had the Slime You Out single, which released I think 3 weeks ago, featuring SZA, which I really like. A lot of people saying that this is the old Drake that they wanted for so long, the Take Care Drake. I can only see that in the second half of the track, but still, I get why people saying that. So I was actually very happy about this single. Next up, we also had Search and Rescue, which dropped in April of this year, which to me still sounds AI generated. Let me know what y'all think about that. I hope it doesn't make the cut. Honestly, I hope that this is all new material now on this album, aside from the one single we got. So Search and Rescue might make it onto the album. I hope not, though. All in all, we're talking about a redemption for Drake because, CLB was kind of lazy. I know a lot of people are going to hate me now, but stay with me. Honestly, Nevermind was kind of like, honestly, never mind. And so he's kind of in redemption for dropping a great solo project. Her Loss was already amazing, so let's see how this new one turns out. That's just the context in the culture for Drake right now. Also, in a recent interview like 2 days ago from Cole Bennett with Kids Take Over, shout out to them, bro, they're doing their thing. But Cole Bennett said that he's directing a music video for Drake and Lil Yachty called Another Late Night, so we'll have that track also on the album. also confirmed a Yachty feature. Now, if we're talking about features, let's jump straight into this. So Yachty is confirmed, SZA obviously confirmed because of the Slam Yacht single. Also, Yeet is confirmed because they dropped a trailer for the Knock the Glide, so that the shoe they're doing. And Drake said in the caption for the trailer, music by Twiz and The Boy, and we can hear a Yeet song in the trailer. And Yeet then commented this one for the dog. So I'm very excited, especially for Yeet, what he got coming up on this album, because this is a big move and this is the collaboration that's been overdue for a very long time, ever since Drake co-signed Yeet. Also, we're talking about features. I basically got a Nicki Minaj feature confirmed through various sources, Drake saying it at a live show, and then Nicki also confirming it by posting a picture of the two of them and saying Dricky. So Nicki Minaj is basically confirmed to be on this album. And then two people who might make the cut is, one is J. Cole, because, you know, Cole is kind of promised to have Drake on his album, but we don't know if it's the other way around. They only confirmed it the one way, so they might have a feature swap right there. Also, Travis Scott was posted with Drake. Drake then captioned this story dialed in, so there might be a possibility that Travis is on this album. Also, Zane Lowe from the Apple Music Beats One podcast, you all know the Zane Lowe, and he said when describing a feature on Drake's new album, or generally the features, industry shaking, never done before, feature of dreams. So if that is Frank Ocean, or if that is Rihanna, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be Rihanna, but you feel me? Maybe we got one in that's pretty big, so I'm excited to see how that plays out. So that's it for the features. More info is that 40 is mixing and executive producing this album, which is kind of clear, but we kind of got the confirmation for that. But 40 is still at work, which is a good sign, because he can bring that old Drake sound back. Also, Drake got merch right now, which you can buy. It went live at some point over the past months, which kind of random, but you can buy the merch now, so we're really in for the rollout now. Also, the album already got added to his website, drakerelated.com. When you kind of go to click on his discography, you also now see the album being added in there as well. It's just kind of a confirmation that this is actually, you know, being released and part of his discography. And also, Drake said at a live show while on tour that this album should be a classic, that he's in for another classic. The whole discussion whether Drake already has a classic, if this album will actually be a classic, I dropped two separate videos on those, one going over which one of Drake's albums is actually a classic, and the other one discussing if this album could be a classic. So make sure you go check out the playlist for All the Dogs, which will be the first one you look at my channel to, you know, get in with those videos. But that's something that we can discuss in length there. But he said it, so we'll take his word for it. Let's see how this all plays out. I'm going to be going live on Twitch, obviously, for y'all on Friday midnight release. So Thursday midnight to Friday when the album drops. So make sure that you are following me on Twitch. Also, make sure you join the Discord server in the description, because that's a place where a lot of more info will be going live. But until then, let me know what y'all think of this. Let me know what y'all expect from this album, all your theories and your thoughts and your wishes and expectations, everything you got on this. Please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.